again. Tim here, Gamma Vini, welcome back. Time for part 2 of our dive into the Overland Vehicle Systems Nomadic 270 awning. Today, we're gonna be looking at all the sidewalls. Show you how those set up, what it looks like when they're all deployed, where you put them. So let's get right into it. It's not snowing yet, so better get started. And of course, before we can set up the walls, we're gonna have to set up the awning first. So see if I learned anything last time, see if I can improve on my time there. So stay tuned. Not too bad. It's right at 5.5 minutes there. I did do the wall, I did do the poles, most of the guy lines, so set up pretty legit. It's breezy today, so I wouldn't want to do any less than this. Anyway, let's get into those walls. Now, one thing to consider with walls, different from the awnings, is walls in general is an extra thing to carry with you. So storage, where are you going to put them? It's definitely a factor. For me, I found a way up here on the top of the rack using this large Apache 9800 gun case. And I was barely able to fit all 3 in there. They do fit, but there's not room for anything else up here. But that's okay, because that's where I want them. So toss these down, let's take a look at them. So the cases are all labeled wall 1, wall 2, wall 3. And then up on the awning, put these little tags here. That one says wall 3. Right in the middle here, wall 2. And then that wall 1 is way up at the front corner. So it's kind of where you start zipping up the cases. I think the key is to get the walls in the same bag every time. So anyway, let's set it up and see what happens. I'm at the front of the truck. I'm going to start with wall 1, see what happens. Okay, moved over out of the wind. I got that first wall zipped up and that was terrible. That zipper, I spent 6-7 minutes fighting that zipper, trying to get it started. It's kind of cold. I mean, my fingers hurt, but it's not like I'm freezing here. I think it's just a bad zipper. I'll try putting some lube on that when I get home. Hopefully the other 2 walls don't give me the same issue. Now that it's up though, gives you a pretty good idea what wall 1 does. It's 2 big panels. There's not a door in either one of them, and there's a nice big gap towards the front of the vehicle, so the wind's coming in this way. So now I got a nice little wind channel. I could have positioned the truck a little bit better, right? But anyway, gives you an idea. Anyway, let's try wall 2. We'll see what else we get into here.
Pull back pins,
okay. That zipper started much easier once I found the thing. That little guy had to work his way around the awning. It took me a second to figure out which end was which, but they zipped together pretty good. Pretty well. And it also zipped to the other wall really well. Let's take a closer look at that. Outside here, we're essentially seamless. I mean, this is tight. I mean, a little bit of a hole there, but you know, it's covered by this flap. If it was raining or snowing, it's gonna keep all the moisture out. So really nice job on the integration with the two walls and how well they work. And then inside, again, nice and clean. Really nice, you know, no gaps at all. It doesn't really worry about this pole. So seriously an upgrade compared to those bat wings. And I apologize, wall one does have a door. You can see it here. I'll unzip that in a second. So I know I said there was no door. There's no door in that panel, but that panel definitely has a door. So here we go, wall two. And now we're just open to there. So yeah, let's take a look at wall number 3. Okay, 5 minutes later, we got her done. Tough to get that one zipper started, really just because that pole was right in my way, but the zipper itself worked fine once I figured that out. And then the seam between 2 and 3 is Velcro, or some non-branded hook and loop attachment system. It's not a zipper. So they use zippers on the other ones. Why no zipper here? I don't know, but it doesn't look the best. I tried to clean it up as much as I could, but I still have kind of a funky seam there. I also, if you realized, had a couple issues with my swing out. So I started off, I had my guy line here attached to the spare tire receiver. Then I had an interference with the wall, so I had to reposition that. I moved it down to the slider. You know, works just as well, just something I got to note for next time. Also, my high lift jack, it's fine, but I had to just make sure that that was kind of outside, or the wall was outside the jack there. So I got it all to work though. So let's take a look inside. All right, so I went ahead and unrolled the door. Show you what that looks like. A little bit of a tripper down there on the bottom, but if you're used to camping, you're used to tripping on kind of things like that. There's no screen on this one, so no fantasy that you're gonna keep bugs out. It's just door or not door. And again, once you're inside, you can see it's you know, still nice and private and shady in here. And then you have that one door opening that you can leave open, or you can zip shut. So there you go. That's what she looks like all set up. And I did bring the drone out again, so let's take a quick look from up top, see what this thing looks like. Kind of enjoyable. I hope that was helpful to see that from the sky. Drone skills, unparalleled. this moment. You know, hey, I guess that means we got to shut her down, right? So see how long that takes. That didn't take too long at all. Right at 6 minutes to get all 3 walls unzipped, unpegged, folded up and back in their respective bags. It's inevitable I'm gonna mix up all these little stakes. I might just go for like a stake bag and a rope bag, maybe an extra bag or maybe 2 rope bags, I don't know, but there's no way I'm gonna count all these out and divvy them up again. Chances are I'll be using all 3 walls the next time I set up the walls. So, in any case, pretty safe to say it's always faster to put the walls away than it is to set up the walls. And it's always easier, it's always faster to set up an awning than it is to put it away. So they're kind of opposites there. I don't know why that is, but that's certainly been my experience. And with that, I think we'll call it a wrap. I won't make you watch me put this awning away again. You can watch the other video for that. And thank you for being with me today, staying with me and sending me your comments. This is fun. Tell me what else you want to see on these videos. And as always, thanks again, and I'll see you on the next one.